He didn't just pitch, he terrorized hitters. Nolan Ryan threw the fastest fastball in the history of Major League Baseball and still had enough left in the tank to fight dudes half his age. This is the story of how one man struck out 5,714 batters, threw 7 no-hitters, and became the most feared pitcher the game has ever seen. And believe it or not, he never won a Cy Young Award. If you remember watching Nolan Ryan in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, or just love a good old-fashioned Major League Baseball legend story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This is the channel for real baseball fans who still believe toughness matters. Let's start in 1966, when Nolan Ryan made his debut with the New York Mets. He was wild, like walk 6 guys in a row wild. In 1971, he issued 204 walks in a single season. That number still stands. But behind all the chaos was a flamethrower with stuff no one had ever seen. His fastball was untouchable, if he could find the plate. Everyone around him knew if he ever got control, he'd be a nightmare for hitters. Spoiler alert, he did. By the mid-70s, Ryan had become the Ryan Express. In 1974, a U.S. military test clocked his fastball at 100.9 miles per hour, 10 feet after release. If measured like today, it would have read 108 miles per hour. That's faster than anyone in the modern era. His delivery looked like a man trying to rip the seams off the ball. His curveball dropped like an elevator shaft. He didn't just pitch, he attacked. Hitters didn't dig in, they braced for impact. And then there are the strikeouts. No one comes close. Nolan Ryan struck out 5,714 batters, the most in baseball history. The gap between him and second place? Over 800 Ks. He had 215 games with 10-plus strikeouts. He led the league in strikeouts 11 times. And he struck out legends Reggie Jackson, Cal Ripken Jr., Rickey Henderson. He did it in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s without ever losing velocity. Now let's talk about the fight. August 4th, 1993. Ryan was 46 years old. Robin Ventura was 26. Ryan hit him. Ventura charged the mound and Nolan grabbed him like a Texas rancher, put him in a headlock, and started throwing punches. The photo made every sports page in America. It was a perfect metaphor for his career. Even in his 40s, Nolan Ryan wasn't backing down from anyone. And yet, despite all the dominance, he never won a Cy Young Award. Not one. Why? Mostly because he played for teams that couldn't score runs. In 1907, he led the league in ERA and strikeouts and went 8-16. But managers feared him, batters feared him, catchers, they hoped he'd stay close to the strike zone. He also didn't believe in pitch counts. One game, he threw 235 pitches. Another, he threw a no-hitter with a torn ligament. He once pitched 13 innings and was still hitting 96 miles per hour in the 12th. As team president with the Texas Rangers, he banned pitch counts completely. He believed pitchers should build stamina and push through. To him, that was baseball. Everyone who played with or against him has a story. The clubhouse was silent on days he pitched. Radar guns broke trying to track him. He once struck out 16 in a playoff game at age 42. He once pitched with the flu, bleeding from blisters, and still hit 100 miles per hour. Hitters changed their stances, not to get hits, but to avoid getting hit. Nolan Ryan wasn't just respected, he was feared. In a world where pitchers are pampered, pitch counts are sacred, and velocity fades with age, Nolan Ryan feels like a myth. But he was real. His final pitch, thrown at 98 miles per hour. At 46 years old, he finished with 324 wins, 7 no-hitters, 12 one-hitters, 18 two-hitters, and more strikeouts than anyone in the history of the game. But what made Nolan Ryan legendary wasn't just the stats. It was the attitude, the intimidation, the presence. He wasn't just a pitcher. He was a storm in cleats. A man who redefined what it meant to be tough, not just physically, but mentally. He was the last gunslinger of baseball, and maybe the last of his kind. If this brought back memories of baseball the way it used to be, raw, intense, and fearless, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We've got more coming on the greatest Major League Baseball pitchers and Baseball Hall of Fame legends every week. There may never be another Nolan Ryan, and maybe there shouldn't be.